Hi, this is Cameron from Mama Needs Chocolate, and I'm coming to you with no makeup on and a ponytail today. I have just come home from running a bunch of errands outside on a typical sunny, hot Texas afternoon. But I did post pictures of something that I accomplished this afternoon, and I had gotten a lot of questions on different pages about it, so I thought the easiest way to kind of answer everyone's questions would be to do a quick little video and to post links for everything below in the description box. So please check that. I want to make sure to give credit where credit is due.
My God is a quiet God, He hardly ever says a thing. But if I listen close, I sometimes hear Him whispering.
The thing that I've done is I have cobbled together my own homeschool curriculum planner. I've done this for a few reasons. One is I just hate paying for something that's not 100% going to work for us. And some reasons why we have issues is either there's not enough room to write in everything that my kids do, or for the number of kids that we have that will be doing things, or it just doesn't run for the school year as we do it. We have unique scheduling in that we start our school year in January of each year and finish up in the fall, early fall. And we do that because we like to take a little bit of a break. We like to go visit the beach when it's not as busy, and then we of course like to have off for deer season and Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then we can just have that time to be together, have fellowship as a family, and not have to worry about school in the midst of everything. And we also do Sabbath schooling. If you haven't heard of it before, Sabbath schooling is where you do 6 weeks of school followed by 1 week of a break so that you can rest and feel rejuvenated and kind of spend that time reflecting with the Lord as to how the next sprint of your homeschooling should go. So this is the cover of my homeschool planner. There's a bit of a glare on it, I'm sorry. I don't remember where I found the cover at, but I will find it and link it below. I have just a plain clear planner. A clear page for the front of my planner. And then I have this page. I don't remember where this one came from, but I will find it and link it. I've added some washi tape just to kind of give it my own little twist. But I really enjoyed this. I put this at the front. It has our goals, our steps to reach our goals, and at the end of this journey page. And then on the back of that, it has our mission statement, our statement of faith, and then an area down here for putting our favorite scriptures or quotes that we might have. And then next we have a School Year at a Glance 2015. I am wrapping up our school year for this year, so I'm already planning next year so that when we break, and I'm done and I don't have to mess with anything until January. So I need to go in and fill this out, planning when our school days will be, and then when we will have breaks, and then that way I can kind of work our schedule into that. The next is our attendance sheet, where I can check off 180 days of school, which is the average amount of school that a Texas child will attend if they go to school outside of their home. This is not required for Texas. They are not required to go for any amount of days or for us to keep records of it, but I like to keep this for my own personal records and reference. And I have 3 because I will have 3 children doing school this upcoming year. Next, I have an All About Me page. Again, I'm not sure where I found this, but I will link it below. I believe my attendance papers came from Homeschool Creations, but I will double check that and link that below as well. And I just like this because it had a lot of fun stuff that we can record at the beginning of the year. We can put in a picture, do their name, their age, height, weight, shoe size, favorite color, favorite food, favorite show, and what they want to be when they grow up. So I thought that would be fun to reflect on, keep this kind of as a little scrapbook to have. Next, I found this really pretty cute calendar that I downloaded, and it has, I have each of the months of the year so that we can fill in and I can kind of see at a glance each month's activities. We already have several, so I need to go in and fill that out. The next paper I have, I'm not sure where this came from, but like I keep saying, I will find it, link it below. It's a weekly schedule, and I have one for my 2 oldest children. So one on the front, one on the back, and it will just help me realize what subjects we'll teach on what days, because we don't always teach all subjects on all days. It would just make for incredibly long days. Next is a student goal setter page, and I have one of these again for just my 2 oldest, and it goes by quarter, and it has their academic goals as well as their character goals, which I think is equally important. I want to make sure that we are training them up in the way of the Lord. I'm going to put my hand over part of this to try to keep from breaking any copyright laws. My son is using Exploring Countries and Cultures next year, and so for each little section of weeks it has this preparation page, and so it lets you know photocopies, library books, materials, different things that you'll need to have ready and raring to go. This is in particular is for weeks 1 and 2, so I have that listed at the front of each section of weeks. What I have after that, I'm just trying to flip through. On the back of that page, I have a library book page. Oh, and this I just copied out of my son's teacher's manual. I don't write in the exact manual because, again, I have multiple children, multiple ages, grade levels, and what I write in there this time might not be what we will need to do when we go through the cycle again later. So this is library books. This is something else I do before I go into a new year. This is something I've already done. I just need to sit down and fill it in, and that is to look up all the library books that cover the subjects for each week. So I can put in the call number, the title and author, and then I can also record the due date and check off when we return them. That way I can keep track of what we have. Trying to cover some stuff again. The next page is my youngest learners weekly lesson plan layout. This was something that was already filled in and prepared for me, and it came with the Confessions of a Homeschooler's Letter of the Week curriculum. So we have that. On the back of that is a currently blank I can fill in. I believe this is from Homeschool Creations. It's a weekly plan, and I can put the subjects here and then go across Monday through Friday here and fill this grid in for my middle learner. She is a kindergartner, so she will be doing Horizons Kindergarten for math, phonics, reading, erasing for handwriting, for penmanship, and then tagging along with Big Brother for Bible and science and music and art and things of that nature. So we'll be filling hers in. Trying to cover up some writing. And then this is again copied out of my son's teacher's manual for the next year. And it is pretty much filled in for me. I need to go back through. I like to highlight some things to kind of make it a little bit more easy at a glance to notice things. And then I need to fill in some things, and then there's other things we won't be doing, like it has for English, writing strands. We won't be doing that, so I'll write that out and then write in our own plans for that. And then on the back of that page, we're back at a library page. So at the beginning of every week, I can just open it up. Here's the books we need, and then here's the lesson plans for that week, and it goes through for an entire school year. And then at the end of that time span, once you get through all of it, this is one that I created myself in Word. It wouldn't be hard to duplicate. We do take part in a co-op that meets on Friday afternoons, and we have 2 semesters. So this is a co-op schedule page. And it just has one for 1 semester and semester 2, and I have one for all 3 of my school-aged kiddos. so that I can keep track of what they took. And it just so happens like this current semester, he has 2 science classes and 1 art class. So when we go back, I'll probably take it easy on science and try to bulk up somewhere else. It just kind of happened where 1 class didn't make, and he ended up in 2 different science classes. So we'll be well covered in science. The next semester we can kind of focus on something else, maybe sign language or an English course or something of that nature, cooking.
Hey Mom,
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Thing I want to tell you.
Yes.
Next time we start playing for the homeschool club, co-op with Friday friends, you know.
Yes.
Next time we do the planning for that. Can you sign me up for sign language?
Well, they didn't have it for your age group this time, but if they do it next time, I certainly will sign you up.
Okay.
After that, I have several pages of this. I think like 10 pages front and back, and I believe this is Homeschool Creations. I will double check though. And it is field trips and other events, and there's 2 sections per page, and then each page is front and back, and I believe I have about 10 of these because we do several field trips. We are very active in multiple groups, and so we actually get out and are blessed by being around a lot of fellow homeschoolers. Many of them are fellow believers, and we get to do a lot of field trips, and we are in a very homeschool friendly area in Texas, and so a lot of like the aquariums and the zoo and places like that open up, especially for homeschoolers to come and enjoy their facilities for a day each year. After that is a student's periodic report card, and it has an area for each quarter, and I have one for my 2 oldest. I'm not grading my preschooler. So this is something, again, not required by our state, but something I would like to personally have so I can keep tabs. Another thing is this curriculum resources page. I will look up where this came from. Again, like I said, on a lot of pages, I've just added some washi tape. And this is for me to keep track of what each kid is using this year. And then on the back, I have it to write out what I would like to use next year. This way I can keep track of what works and what doesn't for future reference. And then I can write down what we're planning on using for 2016, so that during the school year, anytime something comes up, I can find it used, on sale, free shipping, so on and so forth. I can take advantage of those abilities to save, those opportunities to save money for my family, and go ahead and pick up what I need as it comes available. And then just in the very end is I have a few pages. I created these again in Word, and just areas to take down notes as I need to. And then in the back I have a nice supportive black backing, and it's spiral bound. I liked that versus the combing, so I can fully open it up like this and go through my library and get whatever books I need. I have 4 children, currently 7, 4, 2, and 1, so being efficient at all things is appreciated with my family and for my sanity. So that is my year-round curriculum planner. Again, I highly recommend, if you have a hard time finding a planner that works for you, think about putting one together for yourself. I will be linking all of the resources that I used below. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and I wish you the best homeschooling year. Bye.